Hi Pisces, welcome to your full moon in Pisces for August 31st, 2023. Full moons close out cycles, you're closing one out. And the theme of the direction this reading is going in is new beginnings. So it's your full moon. We're going to close this bad boy out now so we can start something new here. It is a new cycle that we're beginning, and it's fresh and new with that number one there, the frequency of one. I don't know more what to say about this other than I think this is the cutest card ever. I mean, I'm not particular about children one way or another. I think they're fine. But it's just a happy, shiny, fun card, and God knows we need it, right? Pisceans, my fellow Pisceans. But this is the direction the reading is going in, and for you personally, this will be your theme, which is judgment. Interesting. Okay, so Aquarius just had this. The card gives you a yes answer. It gives you freedom, rebirth, a fresh start, renewal, and life purpose. And I think that's an interesting one because I think there is this sort of refreshing, renewed energy that is kind of happening with Pisces right now. Saturn has been kind of kicking our butt for a while, and I think we're ready and due for something new and improved. The Judgment card is a reawakening. It's knowing where you belong, knowing what you know, why you're here, what you're supposed to be doing. If you've had any confusion in that area, you know, we're closing out this old cycle, this old skin, if you will, and you know, new beginnings. We're still babies here, right? This is a new beginning. We don't know quite what's ahead of us, but we know the Judgment card can give us that sort of life purpose. I think this is very good. I'm really happy to see these two cards. And I think this energy has been building up for us up until now. So, let's get on with it, right? Okay. Full moons close out cycles. Let's see what's being closed out. Empress. Creativity. Motherhood. Right? Babies. New beginnings. Fertility. Abundance. Important females in our lives. This is the Venus card, and Venus is going direct on, I believe, the 3rd. Let me check that. Yeah, 3rd. So, huzzah. That gives our creative energy a boost again. It was invisible for a while. It's become visible again, but it turns direct on the 3rd. And so it gives us a little bit of a push towards that creative possibilities that we need. And it hopefully brings abundance to us as well. But here's the thing, I think, for me, it really has a lot to do with, because look at these two cards, right? It really has something to do with where we belong on this earth, right? What is our place on this earth? What are we doing here? What is our purpose? So if the Magician is your concept, the High Priestess is the structure that you build from that concept, then the Empress are the accoutrement. It's the details that we place on that structure. This is a very nice card. It's a very creative card. Somebody may be pregnant. Somebody can have babies, right? Or give birth. It can be that kind of energy, and you really we're like, wow, all of this time I've been, busy with work and whatever, but really I always wanted to be a mom. Or we get a puppy, right? And we have this new thing to care for. This is a very nurturing card. And whether that's your career, your family, whatever, there's something here to care for. Oh, wow. Well, there's our sacred structure. The High Priestess, for me, two major arcana, so these are important on an internal level, right? We're growing internally here. The High Priestess is the card of what you deem sacred. That is your structure. If you think that something is not worthy, you're not going to put a lot of energy into it, right? But if you find something sacred, let's say that you love trees, right? And so you may use trees in a creative way, or you may want to save trees, or you may want to, you know, write a poem about a tree or paint them or whatever. But it's that's, what we deem sacred, what we find important. And I don't mean just regular importance. I mean the deep, I know Pisces, you know what I'm talking about, that deep inner um, value system that we have. It can be your intuitive psychic energy. It is things that are going on behind the scenes. So very, very, very internal. It is your supra consciousness. If the magician is your consciousness, the high priestess is your super consciousness, and your super consciousness knows, it knows the secrets, right? But you have to be at a certain energetic level to have contact with it, to grasp it, to know it. You can't think on such a mundane level. It has to be something beyond, otherworldly, I'll put it that way. Okay. So this is how you're behaving. Okay, we got the Knight of Wands. These are messages. For me, this is my messenger card. The messages that come in can be quite excitable, right? Exciting. Can get our energy going again. And we're looking at the Knight of Wands, so this can be very passionate energy. It's adding fire to our water, so that can make things steamy, or it can put out our flame, right? It can douse the light, but I don't think so here. All right, for a while, maybe these next 2 weeks, oh wow, okay, so this is we may have that, so we're gearing up here because we may have this impetus to want to do, right? We have this passion, we have this fire, but we may not be able to act on it with that Eight of Swords, or our mental faculties can be sort of shut down, and that can be due to Mercury in retrograde. But this is putting a lot of energy, right? A lot of energy behind a struggle. And this card, the Eight of Swords, is saying, take your hands off of it for now, or don't put too much energy behind the struggle. Wait until things turn in your favor. So there is definitely something that we want to do here, or go forward, or create, and yet there's still this energy of not yet. It's kind of like hurry up and wait energy. Bah. But all right, we'll get more information on that in a minute. Oh, sweet. Okay, Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment card. The only thing negative about this card is you don't want to gloat about things. So something really nice is going to happen here. It's emotional fulfillment, and it's a lot. It's Jupiter in Pisces. So Jupiter gives, and we receive. It is very emotionally happy for us. Now, this is interesting because I believe that Jupiter is going retrograde, and that can be this card, right? We want to go, we want to do, but Jupiter is probably going retrograde at some point during the month. But the planetary aspect of Jupiter right now is that we want to have more fun. So that's a truth. Whatever you consider fun. But you may feel restricted. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, bummer. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is my no card. So there are restrictions. There can be some boundaries. We may have to jump through hoops. However, I'm going to say this. Because it's aspected by the Nine of Wands, I have a feeling that it can be organizations that can give, that can help out somehow. Again, you may have to fill out forms. You may have to go for interviews. You may have to ask permissions. But that Nine of Cups, I mean, it really kind of outshines the Hierophant. For some, this can be marriage, right? Baby, marriage. It's a very traditional card, the Hierophant. But it is large organizations. Something good may come from a large organization here. Nice. Can also be family. The Hierophant is family, but it's very traditional. Not my favorite card. In fact, it's one of my least favorite cards, but that's a personal thing. Okay, let's get some details. The moon. Okay, we're going to feel quite psychic. Again, this is our moon, right? It's basically saying this is our moon. We're going to be very intuitive, very psychic, very feely, emotional, maybe moody, right? This can be pregnancy because this is like our moon, right? When we're on our moon, meaning your cycle. So it can be pregnancy for some. If you're worried about it or you don't want it, take extra special precaution around this time. But the moon is our psychic and intuitive energy, and that goes quite well with the High Priestess card because that is also psychic and intuitive energies as well. We have the feels, I'll put it that way. All right. We have something to offer here with the Ace of Pentacles. It's a seed that we can plant now that can turn into a big money tree later. But with that Eight of Swords, there is some restriction at the moment. But it's a seed that we plant, so it doesn't mean that we can't plant the seed. It just may not come to fruition within these 2 weeks. And it is my springtime card, so it's probably a little further off than 2 weeks, but as long as we want to get started on it, right? Because we have this creative flow, this creative energy that we kind of are a little bit overzealous, I would say, with that Knight of Wands. But it's a nice positive card, right? It's the seed that you plant. I like it. And it is things of the earth. So it can be job, it can be finance, that kind of thing. Okay. So you have two big organizations here. You have the Justice card. That is balance. So this is karma. This is your karma card. Keeping your emotions on an even keel. Dealing with things with a light heart, even with that Hierophant card, right? I do want to get one more for that for some reason. Now this can be also very internal. You may be holding yourself back somehow. But it is also asking you, because this is a very overindulgence card, this is asking you to be balanced in your drink, in your food, what you're ingesting, but also your activities, right? Maybe you're burning the candle at both ends. You're having a lot of fun, plus you have to go to work. This is asking for balance. Okay, Page of Wands. So we're looking at somebody here with a fiery temperament. Page of Wands is a student card, so there may be something you have to learn first or go through that study phase before you can carry out what it is that you are offering here. Again, it's my Sagittarius card, so this is my student card for sure. So there may just be some things we have to learn first, or somebody within the family unit, right, that is kind of dictating situations at the moment. They may have a say in what's going on and how it goes on, that kind of energy. But this is a nice card. You give what you get when you get the Judgment card, keeping things balanced and equal. And it can also be the law, right? So there can be something in your favor. I often say with this, it's a no card, but that Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. So maybe you want a no answer, and that comes, and you get it. That kind of thing. All right, so what the Spirit wants you to know, you have the Fool. New beginnings. This is pure potential for me. This is a pure potential card. Don't be reckless. Be a free spirit. have spontaneity. That's the Knight of Wands. Things can be risky, right? So maybe that's what we're afraid of here, and maybe that keeps us from doing anything, because this is a prison of the mind. So you may feel like it's a risk starting this new, down this new particular path. And you can be naive. Do I see naivety here anywhere? Not really. Just the fear, maybe, but not particularly. Well, maybe the Page of Wands, but he's certainly not as naive as the Page of Cups, which is the Pisces card. Pure potential, a leap of faith, new beginnings. That's our moon. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. It's short and sweet, but why complicate things? Thanks for listening. I will return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading, and well done. Good luck. Have fun. Happy new moon. Full moon, rather. Take care. Bye.